When you think of the downsides of college, the loads of homework, unbearable part-time jobs, and unrealistic expectations are what usually comes to mind. Now, these are the obvious. However, have we ever recognized the issues that have negatively impacted us in the most unseen way possible? This is the kind of problem that have hindered thousands of students from achieving high in class performance, have stress, and over time develop chronic stress. Dealing with being homeless can take a serious toll on school performance when it's not handled the right way. According to How Stress Affects College Students' Academics Performance, written by Dr. Yvette, she lists the common stressors that causes stress for students like academic requirements, greater levels of independence, unsatisfactory housing arrangements, and etc. Yes, we are talking about student homelessness, specifically at San Jose State University.
What do we want? Housing! What do we want it? Now!
Students are pushing hard to get the university to agree to 3 demands to address what they consider an intolerable situation.
We are all very aware that San Jose is a very expensive city to live in. Because the city is so close to San Francisco and is surrounded by tech companies like Google, Facebook, and Apple, it's not very surprising that it is taking a toll on how cheap rent can be on and off campus. Due to the rise of cost in rent and housing in San Jose, more students are forced to live in their cars and camp at the libraries. Even though this issue has been around for quite some time now, more students began advocating to stop this kind of situation, like the Student Homeless Alliance, otherwise known as SJSU.
We have gathered over 1,000 signatures through our petition in support of our demands, and I'm sure that the support of the community, students, and faculty will resonate to the leaders of San Jose State University.
Stated by a recent article on abcnews.com, according to a report issued by the CSU, officials believe nearly 11% of students in the 23 campus systems are either homeless or have experienced some form of homelessness during their college careers. However, San Jose State tops the list at 13.2%, which equates to more than 4,300 students. Now, whether we know or not, there are a lot more students dealing with homelessness than we realize at SJSU. And as the years go by, this percentage has increased. And majority of the students' homelessness populations that are being affected are low income. Therefore, this clearly is not a coincidence. Because many of them don't have enough in their budget to begin with, low-income students tend to depend on scholarships, loans, and part-time jobs. However, sometimes that's not even enough to cover tuition and housing altogether, which have resulted to not having housing as an option at all. Student homelessness has been around for many years, but it was only recent when this kind of situation sparked a lot of buzz at San Jose State. More students have been advocating and fighting for the school support over the past few years. But how did we get here? SJSU has been holding protests and meetings with administration to discuss their list of improvements and the future of SJSU students if the demands are met. They specifically held a meeting with the president of San Jose State, Mary Papasan, to discuss what they are expected of the administration. For example, in Jobina's Fortison's recent article on SJSU students' homelessness, she reported, students asked for at least 10 parking spots in the 7th Street parking garage to serve as a safe place for students to sleep. They also want a minimum of 12 beds in the dorms for homeless students, where they can stay up to 60 days, and 2,500 emergency grants for students to remain in housing if they cannot afford rent. This will ultimately decrease students' homelessness by a wide range. Now, this sounds like a great idea to end the problem, but this sadly did not happen. SJSU allegedly told the press after their meeting with President Papasan that they were not able to meet majority of their demands. The main reasons why the demands weren't met, because according to President Papasan, this kind of problem exceeded the budget and wasn't important enough. When the news broke out, there was definitely a lot of tension within the administration and student body. However, this sparked a lot of attention all over campus. This made headlines for weeks and gained a lot of buzz. The news eventually got transferred to the mayor of San Jose, Chappie Jones, which resulted to a letter being sent out to President Papasan about how they could collaborate to end this situation once and for all. The lawmakers of San Jose quickly declared their support to help fight against student homelessness at San Jose State University. Because the Student Homelessness Alliance has several demands, some of the lawmakers chimed in to take care of the demands themselves. According to the article, San Jose lawmakers sent letters to end SJSU homelessness. Grace Hayes reported that by investing a very small amount of money, when someone is in the large of homelessness, we can do a lot to prevent of human misery and save dollars by making those investments then. Ricardo told San Jose's Spotlight last week. He also added that he'd be interested in expanding this project, which invests about $3,000 per family to include college students in San Jose. Therefore, although there are complications with the SJSU administration, the city council listened to their problem loud and clear and figured out a way to help them. When you're in college, there are tons of stuff you can stress about, but being homeless shouldn't be one of them. Student homelessness has been an ongoing issue for many years now, but has recently been in the works of ending it once and for all with the help of San Jose State Student Homelessness Alliance and San Jose City Council.